Hey yo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Green Dummy, and I'm coming back for a second sketchbook tour. Um, I would have liked to have other videos in between the sketchbooks, but I got lazy and I didn't do anything. So we are gonna look through this sketchbook I made. It's pretty small. The one before it was pretty big, and I hated my life working in it. Not because it was big, but because I just had a rough time when drawing in it. So I decided to make a small one just to fill quickly and get it over with. So the welcome page, I usually don't draw anything in just because not that I'm pressured to make it look good, but I'm pressured to make it look good. So I just decorate it with stuff that are not my art, just so I have some decent welcome page without crashing out over it. And here's an abandoned page of Meet the Artist challenge I do in every sketchbook, except I didn't finish it in this one. So it's pretty much abandoned. Here are some sketches and concepts for a video game, which I explained in the last sketchbook tour, and I'm not gonna explain again because I kinda lost interest and I don't really like it. So these are my other OCs, except him. That's Raph, obviously. This is Kate, and basically she's the main character, and all of those are characters from her universe. Those two are her friends holding a Labubu version of her. I just had to do it. I just had to make it. Her design fits a Labubu so much. Look at it. Doesn't want to focus here. Yeah. So if you don't get why he's kind of upset about it, it's because he doesn't know that Kate is this superhero. She's basically like a vigilante superhero sort of gal, and he doesn't know that she's her superhero self, and he doesn't like that superhero. So basically he's friends with her and keeps shitting on that superhero all the time. So it kind of explains his judgmental expression. Here are some other characters. Kate again, that's Sergei, and those are, well, that's Cap. That's obviously not his name. It's just like a, sort of spy name that he uses because he's the manager of the superhero sort of corporate of the superhero team that Kate is at first not in. And the other guy is a character that I added on a whim just on this page, and he never existed again. I'm still not sure if I should add him to the story. Oh, so this is the beginning of a hyperfixation on one of the AUs in one of my stories. So I don't remember if I explained it well in the last video, but basically it's like this guy and this girl, which is basically self-insert kind of. It's a really old story that I made when I was like 11 that I can't part with, and I just do it as a very indulgent thing that I just make for fun. So basically they go through her imagination into different stories and different universes, and well, they have to finish each story that they're in and get like a good moral out of it. And if they don't, they get stuck in that universe. So basically, this is the sort of Regency AU. It's a murder mystery where they meet this guy and his sister. They are the grandchildren of the Duchess who was murdered. So basically, they're trying to investigate the story and find the killer. So that's it. I drew them again, just not right after it. And this is a third story, paper cut. I'm probably gonna make a video about it sometime soon. Hold me accountable, because I probably won't. This is the main character, and this is Rumi from Cape of Demon Hunters. That's it. Okay, her again, and her again. And I basically drew a bit for the movie because I really liked it. It was really, really well made. And I got art block because that's what happens. Just because. This sketch, I really liked it when I finished it. Then I made it into a digital drawing, and I hated it so much. Like, I don't know what ruined it, but it was awful. I'm not even gonna show it. And another hyperfixation, my parents, Rogue and Gambit. This is not a ship. I didn't draw it for ship, but you don't know Rogue like I know Rogue. I understand her perspective so much, and their sort of relationship isn't good. Obviously, I'm not encouraging it or shipping it at all. Gambit is her soulmate, but I understand why what happens in X-Men 97 happens. And if you hate her, get out. You just get out. It's a really complicated relationship, and people tend to not have much empathy for Rogue. Yeah, and I don't understand how they want complex characters and not see the complexity in a character that basically can't touch anyone but a single person in the world, and expect her not to want to have that, even if she rejects it at the end. Yeah, anyone would be at least a little tempted to have the thing that everybody takes for granted. Anyway, I ranted for no reason. Again with the Regency thing, and this I made into an illustration that I really, really liked. Okay, again with the Cape of Demon Hunters, Kate and Ajax. Again, like I told you, he doesn't like the superhero at all, so she's basically saving him, and he's nagging about it. This was for TikTok. Pretty funny, go follow me. Again with the Regency thing. So basically his design has horns like his original, but it kind of changes with every universe. So he basically has to hide parts of himself, like his demon self, because he's an 11-year-old cringy demon boy OC. And I keep him that way for a reason, because I guess that's the point of him, that he's the cringy OC I'm really fond of for no particular reason. This is the sister of the guy. I think I named him Kane Cunningham, something like that. So that's a sister who doesn't have a name, unfortunately. I just really suck at names. I wait for them to come to me in dreams or something. And they do come eventually. Like, Kane wasn't named for like, I think 3 years or something. So don't think that I haven't named the girl and named the guy and something like that. No, she just came to me in this sketchbook. This is her first time appearing, but the guy existed for 3 years without a name. So this is just a random sketch, but I kind of like it. It's cute. I rarely draw random characters, like someone who's not an OC and not a known character of fan art. And I don't know why. I just can't form an attachment to drawing that. So this is a mock comic page of Kate's story. That is the villain, but that's not his finalized design, because this is just a placeholder, because I can't design him for the life of me. I always struggle with designing characters that I'm not fond of, or not, like, I don't have much of, like, I forgot the word. Characters that I can't see much of myself in them. And I just struggle with designing them. So, again, oh, Bucky. So, Kate again, being angsty for some reason, and Athena, who's also from Kate's story. Her hair doesn't normally float, that just for the sake of the drawing. Here's my Sona again, and that's his original design. That his name is Domino. I forgot to mention that. Where is he? Yeah, that guy. That's his original design. So you can see why that wouldn't work in a Regency AU. Oh, here I had a small burst of Spider-Verse hyperfixation where I drew Gwen and Miguel. I'm butchering the names, but well, Sergei again. I drew him here and I realized how much he looks like an angry bird. Like the little angry birds, and it fits him, fits his personality so much. Again, art block. This is a design for Kate's father, well, stepfather. I don't know if it's finalized, but I kind of quite like it. He reminds me really of Peter Parker from Spider-Verse, like, you know the one. So it's just him being silly with Kate and her not taking shit from him at all. Oh, again, art blocked, so I stuck some green paper to try and help myself with it, but wow. So this is part of the investigation for the Regency AU. I'm very upset that I didn't draw any investigation scenes when I had the hyperfixation on the U, but oh well, now I don't feel like drawing any of it. And I watched, not for the first time, what's its name? I don't know, I'm gonna put it up on screen, I forgot. And this is sort of, I don't like the sketch a lot, but well, it's supposed to be some kind of villainous, but didn't come out quite right. Liz, Kate's best friend again. She's adorable. I love her. everyone needs a Liz in their life. Again, with Domino in the Regency AU. This is from the other story where we have Prim. This is the main character. This is her grumpy boss, who is totally not in love with her and hiding it. It's sort of like a parody of a boss and employee sort of rom-com, but focuses on like pursuing your dreams and regardless of what other people think is success and whatnot. And this is the other character in that story that I don't remember if I named. I'm really bad with names, even with my characters, but well, I don't remember if I named him, but he is Harris and she was Prim. These were sketches for some environments in that like story. I made them into digital pieces too. Him again and her, I really love them. I just love using her for like fashion exploration. Obviously this is just a doodle, but I did some drawings of her with like 2000s fashion and like quirky stuff. And did I mention she is an artist forced to work in corporate because she is broke, and basically we follow how she goes into this office and how she meets this peculiar set of people and faces another set of struggles in that office. Some sketches, my Sona, and random character again, the Regency AU, where he almost gets shot. My Sona again, and well, I started, I think around that time I started my freshman year of art school, so it was just the first lectures, first days, and I was having a lot of fun. This was my outfit for one of the days, and I wanted to draw forearms for some reason. This is a lecture we had. We had like a small workshop in the first week about animation, and he was the lecturer. Those two are the same guy, just slightly different styles. And Lex Luthor being ominous. Oh, this was me and my friends having fun. We did that thing where we draw for a bit, then switch sketchbooks. I drew the tree, and one friend drew the guy, and the other drew the girl. And we didn't plan this out, so first we had that guy just sitting there with flowers, then she drew the girl, then back to the girl who drew this guy, and she decided to make her a ghost who's dead, and it kind of became its own sort of silly story, again with some angry Lex Luthor. Another illustration for the Regency thing. This was based on a photo I've taken in the Greater Library of Cairo. I went there and took this photo, especially for the Regency AU, so because I felt like it fit the vibe and I could draw something using it. My sewn-up, except she's with the X-Men, because I like doing those self-inserts. Sergei, again, except he's being a Greek statue. Those are some sketches for a series of illustrations I'm still making because I'm doing them traditionally and I keep forgetting them completely. But hopefully I'm gonna finish them and, I don't know, post them, I guess. But basically they're about taking care of your body and not letting like yourself wither away and hurt your body because of whatever reason. Because I've been struggling the past year with a lot of pain because of not taking care of my body and my health properly. So I wanted to make this sort of illustrations. This is an X-Men OC, her fighting the Juggernaut and facing off with Magneto. And this is a pose I had an idea for, but didn't know who to draw in, so I left it alone. This is Talia Al Ghul, sort of in my style, except I made her more Arab than most comic artists do, which is what I want to see. So, this is another illustration I made, some sketches or thumbnails for illustrations I didn't make, and a lot of Kate because we love her. We had a lecture in the museum in Tahrir, and we had to draw like a statue, so I wanted to sketch it in my sketchbook like quickly first before jumping onto the big like paper. And the rest are just sketches, except this one or these ones are for another TikTok that is really funny because it's about somebody we know. This is again Domino being cool and nonchalant and angry and whatever. I just really like him. Here, another TikTok. Here is the Cunningham sister flirting with Domino because well, who wouldn't? And she's like really cute. I really love her, and I really love how she's basically the only one who can catch him off guard. Sergei, again naked. I kept drawing him without a shirt on because I wanted to practice like muscles, and whenever I drew muscles, I drew Sergei's face on it just because. Here is, I did a lot of like TikToks here and I stopped. That's unfortunate, but I want to get back to it because it was kind of fun. Here is me in that Nightcrawler pose from X-Men Evolution because he's so fun. And here's another one. I spilled coffee on this. And well, I do this in every sketchbook. I must spill coffee on it. It's just for luck, I guess. This, another Regency illustration. It's scattered all over the sketchbook. But well, I made it into a digital one too. Storm from Marvel Rivals. Like her design in Marvel Rivals. It's not accurate, but just like this guy from Epic, the movie, if anyone knows him. Here we have Kate, Ajax, and Mysona, and the budding beginnings of another AU hyperfixation, which I am currently in, which is obviously a cowboy one. Here we have Moon Knight, again with the Cunningham sister. I need to name her. It's getting ridiculous. Kate, again with the villain placeholder, except I can design him again. Here's Kate crying, being angsty again. And this is basically like a sketch of the scene where she finds out that he hates the superhero, which is basically Kate, and he hates the dude. So I don't know if you want to read it, if you can even read it, I guess you can. Raylord, an abandoned OC I draw every once in a while just to beat off the guilt of not drawing him, because he doesn't really have much going for him. He's just an OC I created a long time ago on a whim, just for funsies, but he's a sweetheart and I love him, and I need to figure out a story for him. Kate again, Ajax being Ajax, I guess. And Liz being fancy and beautiful. I'm skipping pages. Karen Page. Oh my god, I love Karen Page. I was watching Daredevil at the time, and I don't even know how to tell you how much I love Karen Page. She is an angel. She is the best girl in the whole show. No one question it. And I love her so much. And I hate that they're starting again with that Matt and Karen bullshit. I want Punisher. I want Castle with Karen. Castle with a K. I need it. I need it like air. I'm mentally ill about them. Never mind. Here are some hands. Just random practice, because I realized that I haven't practiced hands since forever, and I just assumed that the skill will stay with me, which it won't. Please go practice your hands or your feet or whatever you don't practice and you think you are great at, because you can be greater, trust me. Another concept for an illustration I didn't make. I keep sketching illustrations for Kate and I never make them. I don't know why. I keep forgetting about them. Kate and a bunch of doodles for another TikTok. This is my Sona in another AU, a third AU about detectives and drug dealers and stuff. Kate in a suit, in her superhero form, I guess. And I was really kind of fed up and upset at that time. I don't know why. And here's Prim, like I said, in fashion clothes, being cute. Here's Harris. Obviously, he's not looking at her like that. I would kill him because she's my girl. And here's them arguing and saying stuff that I thought was really funny and clever, but I don't know. I don't know if they're cringe. I can't tell unless 5 years have passed. So basically, he's saying, yeah, well, you're way too damn friendly. And she goes, wait, I'm gonna read it off there. So basically, he goes, yeah, well, you're way too damn friendly. And she goes, well, you're way too uptight. You might as well zip up your quarter zip up all the way up to your nose, since it's getting in my business. Sorry, I read it so awfully, but I thought that was really funny. Anyway, here's the other characters saying they argue like married couples, and the other one saying, I feel like a child of a divorce, which is fair. They're my parents too, except they're kinda, I don't know, can't decide if they're my parents or my children. Ajax playing the guitar, Ajax being broody, Kate being cool. Again, those two characters are the secondary couple in that sort of rom-com story, because they weren't planned, but they are, I think they're even more romantic than the actual couple for the story. Because look at that. Look at him. Kate in cool outfits, I guess. And I was feeling kind of upset. I don't know if I'm gonna blur that. I don't think I will. It's kind of nothing. Kate, Sergei being cool as heck. I really like this drawing. Mainly the wings. Like, his muscle is a little bit kind of weird, but... And here I freehanded some Liz and Sergei, who looks kind of awful. Sam and John from Marvel. Another TikTok. Kate, and a new OC that I actually like and designed just in the sketchbook in the matter of, like, I guess 4 pages or 2 pages, I don't know. And he will be sort of the arch nemesis to Sergei, because Sergei is basically that gray eagle, and this guy will be sort of wolf coated. I don't really know what he will be exactly yet, but I'm kind of slowly figuring it out. And here's a design for another villainess for this story, because Sergei is a superhero, by the way, like Kate, and this guy will be a villain, and this girl will be a villainess. I think this design is kind of controversial because, you know, hijabi women aren't often portrayed at all, but when they are, especially in like media that is made by actual Arabs and Muslims, they don't really make like hijabi villainess, and I crave a hijabi villainess that is cool and badass and has her reasons to do what she does, and being a complicated character. Like, I don't want like 1,000 goody two-shoes Muslim characters, because that is not like accurate, and that is not true representation. That is just checking off a list, not offending anybody. And I want more complex characters that, like, their sort of morals and faith clashes with what they do, because that's fun. Like, that's fun to read about, that's fun to watch and explore and watch her develop. I don't know, I'm defending her without anyone attacking me, but like, I could already feel the ominous energy of the Islam bros. I'm Muslim, by the way, so don't come for my ass saying I'm misrepresenting Muslims. I know, bitch, I know what Muslims are like. So, anyway, this is, again, Domino, in what seems like a boxer AU, which I haven't fleshed out in the slightest. This is like the only thing, and it wasn't supposed to be, but it just happened, and I think that could be a fun AU to make. This is Wyatt Russell, in I don't know what movie. I just got the picture off Pinterest, and it doesn't look like him, so ignore it. This is Porco and Kate. He's basically like a sort of villain, but not really. He's like a thief or a robber, I guess. And they have their clashes, but eventually they become best friends, as you can see. Here's Kate, except you can't see anything because it's sketched in blue. I got colored leads, but they are really weak and I can't really sketch with them that well. Here is Kate and Ajax to the Gigi Perez song, because they are eventual love interests, or from the start, I don't know, but they're kind of have a thing, you know. This is me being cold because it was very cold and I had every blanket on me, and the crochet sort of hat. I don't know what it would be called. It's from the Spider-Verse. It belonged to Mayday. Here we have random sketches. So this is sort of like a creature, fantasy creature I had in a very old sketchbook, and I decided to redesign for some reason, just because, not to do anything with. I don't even remember him having any story. Kate being cute. And these are people I saw on the metro. It's like a guy, and there were 3 like kids coming back from football practice, I guess. I don't know if he was with them or not, but they were talking to him and stuff, and they were like really cute and fun and making fun of him and poking jokes at each other, and I just found it really cute, and it actually inspired me to kind of make a story for a movie, but I'm not gonna share it right now. So, basically Spider-Man, Ben Reilly, and that cat from a meme, and that is Fury watching Doctor Doom approach ominously and him having no shit of it. He just wants to die. I think everybody at this point just wants to die. And here is Sergei's back, without his wings. Those lines are basically where it was supposed to be. And this is again that villain dude, that wolf-coated villain dude. And a scary ass concept for a villain, which I don't like at all either. Hellboy and Blade. Kate, except she got mushed around by the thing behind it. And hands. Black Cat. A random girl that I really like, that I sort of made into an OC later on, but not in the sketchbook. Again, the couple from Paper Cuts. This was another TikTok of me sitting in a bus and the guy beside me being an absolute yoga master. Kate again. The Punisher. Oh my god, I started watching The Punisher. I finished it already. Like the first season, not the second one. And I love that man. What can I say? Kind of like the sketches of him too, especially this one. This is a window, or a building, I mean, that I see through my window, and it always has this cozy yellow lighting that I really, really like, and I just want to live there. It looks like a movie. Here, I desperately wanted to dye my hair green, but my mom would kill me, and I don't want to die yet. Harris and Prim having a moment. This was a failed drawing, don't look at it. This was a sketch for a band, a small band that I know. I never finished it. I should have finished it digitally, but I never did. Spider-Man sketches that I kind of like. I like this one a lot. This was a sketch of a statue I found on Pinterest, which was really cool. It looked like it was touching the moon and stuff. Kate as that, I think paprika trend. I don't remember. I think it was paprika. Prim being cute. Here is Athena again, except I don't like this drawing at all. And here's Prim, and Prim again, and Kate. I had this idea that Harris can't really see Prim's eyes through her bangs most of the time, because like he's in his office watching from afar as she works, and like he basically can't see his eyes, and frustrates him to no end. This is a face-off between Sergei and Chris. I don't know, I think I'm naming him Chris, I don't know though. Might not do that. This is the Cunningham sister again. we have Jean Grey crashing out, which I relate to a lot. Thank you, Jean, for the demonstration. And we have Sergei again, without his wings again, because I wanted to show the muscle of the back. It was based on a statue I saw on Pinterest too. I cut my bangs like a full fringe, and this drawing looks silly. It looks better in real life, but kind of silly too, I guess. And here's focus. Domino laughing his ass off at me. Here returns the cowboy AU, with Domino being absolutely a piece of art, I guess. This is from a reference of an eyeless horse I found on Pinterest, which I decided could be a fun idea for a villain's horse. Like, he gouged its eyes and he's so evil like that, I guess. Again, with some drawings of Domino, which I didn't like at all, and I kept redrawing him until I kind of got him a bit. Here is some other drawings for the AU. Here's my Sona doing a silly expression, which I really liked. It turned out really well. Here is Domino again. Here's, I guess, some sketches for Harry Potter that I hate. I hate these. Some horses, and again, my Sona. This one is really fun. Her running away from something, which I assume is a cow or a bull or something. And this is like a meme reaction. One of my friends keeps using it against me, which is fair. It's nice. Here's Harris and Prim again, being disappointed parents. They are not parents, by the way, not really, not even a couple. At least most of the story. Here's Domino. Here's John Walker. I really like this drawing. His profile looks really nice. Here is, again, Harris and Prim. Look at her, she's so sweet. She's so nice. And this is the last page, yes. And here's Domino saying game over, because I guess that's what we say when we finish a sketchbook. And basically that's it. This is just a thing that holds random papers, not much in there. So that is it. Thank you for watching. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and tell me if you want to know more about some of these characters or stories, or if you want some kind of video that I can make, because I have no idea what to film, and I want to post regularly on YouTube, and I don't finish sketchbooks that often. Thank you for watching. Bye, take care of yourself, and go drink some water.